चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। प्लीज सिट डाउन, प्लीज डोंट स्पीक। Hare Krishna. Today I was asked to speak about the glories of Lord Nityananda. As a starting, during Kurukshetra war, Bhishma Dev has taken a vow that tomorrow I am going to kill one of the Pandavas unless Krishna catches a weapon. Because Krishna has taken a vow that I will not carry any weapons. Then this pastime, Bhishmadev remembers while leaving the body also. Swanigamam apahaya mat pratijñam ritamat atikartum avapluto ratastaha dhritarata charanayo abhyaya chaladguru haririva gantumibam gatotariyaha. So that day, Bhishmadev was fighting very ferociously. Arjuna was injured very badly. His Dhanushban were broken. His chariot was broken. Then he was about to kill Arjuna. Then Krishna ran down and then he caught the Rath Chakra, the chariot wheel of broken chariot, and he ran towards Bhishma Dev to kill Bhishma. While running, he ran just like when a lion attacks elephant. He ran. While doing that, his chadar fell down. Then Arjuna ran behind him. Then caught hold of Krishna's lotus feet. Please don't kill Bhishma Dev. And then there, Bhishma Dev, he just gave up his weapons. He said, "My dear Lord Keshav, please kill me. I will be most fortunate." At that time, then Arjuna prayed to the Lord that it will be a great shame for me that if you kill Bhishma Dev, because you have taken a vow. Then Krishna already lifted that chariot wheel. So Krishna said, "What do I do with this chariot wheel? It is acting like a weapon." Then Arjuna said, "Throw it." So Krishna threw it from Kurukshetra. Then it went and fell in Bengal. That is why that place is called Ekachakradam. So in Ekachakradam, it is a very auspicious place where Pandavas also stayed for some time in a Brahmana's house. At that time, so during Middle Ages in Bengal, so there was one Brahmana, Oja, Pandit. He didn't have many children for a long time. Then some girls were born and they were died. Then after that, a very great devotee he was praying to the Lord. Then a great devotee was born. His name was Harinamananda. But after some time, that because of Bengali language, so he became Hadai Pandit. Then Hadai Pandit was married to Padmavati. They also did not have children for a long time. And then for 12 years before Lord Nityananda was born, there was a severe drought in that area. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered, before he advented, many of his associates to appear. But this place is called Radha Desh because Ganga was not flowing. So Lord Nityananda was asked to appear there. So after a long time of worship to the Supreme Lord, Krishna, they were praying to the Lord that a son like Supreme Lord should be born. There is some information that this Hadai Pandit is a combination of Dashrath Maharaj and Vasudev. And then Padmavati Devi, she is a combination of Sumitra Devi and Rohini. Right? So then Lord Nityananda was born on this auspicious day. So when he was born, all the devotees, Hade Pandit and Padmavati Devi, they became very, very joyful. So when the Brahmanas was asked to, they came and they did astrological kundali and all that. Then at that time, so they saw this boy was so beautiful to look at, and then he is so joyful. He was so joyful. So that is why they suggested that give him the name as Nityananda. Then also the Brahmana suggested, when he is born, all of you have become joyful, and then you are feeling so happy. He is giving so much happiness to all of you. That is why you give him, add Rama also. That is why his name became Nityananda Rama. So everybody became so joyful in Ekachakra Dham, especially his parents. Once his mother, Padmavati, she is a rich man's daughter. So her father made a kunda for her. That is called Padmavati Kunda in Ekachakra Dham. So one day she took the baby Nityananda Ram and then she kept him on the bank of that kunda. Then she went inside to collect water. To her shock, usually we don't see the waves in the kunda. We see the waves only in the rivers or oceans. But there were waves are rising in that kunda, and they were flowing towards Nityananda Ram, the baby who is kept on the bank of the kunda. Then she was very scared that my son will be drowned because the water is surging. But then she came running, came out of that kunda, and then she came to pick up the baby. And then to her surprise, shock, the waters touched the lotus feet of Nityananda Ram and went back. And so she was thinking very special. And then since childhood, Nityananda, parents are so attached that they won't leave him only. Then when he is a little bit grown up, he started protesting that, Ma, I want to play with my friends. So please let me go. And then they let him go. So a very interesting pastime happened during his childhood. That is, Nityananda Ram, Lord Nityananda, he is always playing dramas based on Ramayana, and then Krishna Leela, like that. So that is our culture. Previously there were no theaters and all that. See, now they played such a beautiful drama. Once Prabhupada was there in Juhu Mandir. Before he was flying, they did on Nashangi Chaturdasi, they did a Hiranyakashipu Narasimha drama. Then, so Prabhupada himself used to play dramas in his youth. Then Prabhupada was enjoying like anything, the dramas. And then Prabhupada told, thank you, Mr. Hiranyakashipu. Because Prabhupada liked Mr. Hiranyakashipu's role, acting. Then he thanked like that. And then the Kaushalya Mataji and all, then Prabhupada was going to the airport, and then they went to the airport in the same costumes because they were in a hurry. Then everybody was looking, it seems, like that. So, so this Ramayana is very, very famous during Krishna's childhood pastimes also. Krishna will not eat unless while feeding, Mother Yashoda would tell some stories. Then Ramakatha, she would narrate. So, and then he would not go to sleep also unless she narrates some stories. So Mother Yashoda, before putting Krishna to sleep, she would narrate some stories, Ramakatha. So one day she was narrating, Krishna was trying to sleep, and then she was narrating Ramchandra's pastimes. And then this pastime has come that Ravanasur has kidnapped Mother Sita. Then Krishna became so excited. Then he started shouting, Lakshmana, bring my Dhanushban. I want to kill that rascal Ravana. You know, then Mother Yashoda was, "Ye kya hai? What is this?" Like that. So this absorption was there. So Lord Nityananda, he would enact so many dramas like that based on the pastimes. One day, they enacted a pastime of Nandotsav, right? And then they were all playing. And then one devotee, he was playing the role of Nanda Maharaj. You know, all of you know Nandotsav? Nandotsav means when Krishna was born, they were celebrating Krishna's birth. Srila Prabhupada appeared on Nandotsav day, like that. Then he was the person who was playing drama of the role of Nanda Maharaj. He was giving charity, as cows, like that. Because when Krishna was born, even Vasudev, he gave charity, Godan. There is one very great Acharya, Harishauri. He comments on this occasion, on this incident, that please remember this. When Krishna was born, Vasudev did Godan. Then he suggests that when Krishna comes to our life, we should also do Godan. You know what does that mean? Another meaning of go is senses. So he says that just like Vasudev gave cows to in the mind, in the charity, we should also do Godan. That means we should give our senses to Krishna. That means we should give up sense gratification. Like that. Anyway, then another time they performed the pastime of Akrura, taking Krishna and Balaram. Then Nityananda Ram, he is playing the role of a gopi. And then the Krishna was being taken away, and then all the gopis were crying, and Nityananda Ram went into the character mein ghus gaya tha. Then as a gopi, and then he started crying. He started crying. Then everybody pacified like that. Another time they were doing the drama of Lakshman fighting with Ravanasur. And then they said Ravanasur has to release a Shakti weapon on Lakshman. Then Nityananda Ram told that you throw lotus flower. Then Lord Nityananda is playing the role of Lakshmana. And then as soon as Ravanasur threw the Shakti weapon, that means lotus flower, at Lord Nityananda. As soon as lotus flower hit Lord Nityananda went into, fainted. He became unconscious. And then he became absorbed in the role of Lakshmana that he was not coming out of consciousness only. He became, and then he stopped breathing also. Then all the boys who were playing the drama, they were very, very worried. They said, what to do? They were checking the pulse and he's not breathing also. Then they started crying. In this thing, actually Lord Nityananda told that the boy who is playing Hanuman, when I became fainted, you should go and bring Sanjeevani. And then because of Lord Nityananda so much absorbed, he became worried, and then he forgot. Sometimes, the prompting is there, and then they forget the dialogues, and then they do some prompting. Like that, he forgot, Then after some time, so much crying and wailing and all, then he remembered, then somebody suggested, hey, Hanuman, you have to bring, Sanjeevani. Then they brought Sanjeevani and chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then Lord Nityananda came back to consciousness. So, I will tell you one very interesting thing. Remember this. They were all wondering that how Lord Nityananda knows all these pastimes and so much in detail. So much in detail. He was everything, like that. So much in detail. Then Lord Nityananda was, he said, these are all my pastimes. Like that. I will tell you one very interesting thing. This is from Chandogya Upanishad. In Chandogya Upanishad, it is described that how great God is. How great God is. So it is said that, there are words. There are words. Speech is greater than words. Speech is greater than words. Then mind is greater than speech. Unless we think properly, we cannot speak. Right? Sankalpa is greater than speech. Sankalpa means determination. Unless we are determined, we cannot think properly. And chitta means conscience. Conscience is greater than sankalpa. Right? And then jnanam is greater than chitta. And then vijnanam is greater than jnanam. You will be surprised to know, which is greater than vijnanam? Bala. Strength of the body. Unless you have body is healthy, you cannot do any service also. Right? You cannot do any service also. And then higher than vijnanam is bala, strength of the body. And then the higher than this bala is food. Unless you eat food, you won't get, right? You won't get strength of the body. Right? Higher than food is water. Unless water is there, you won't get grains. Right? Then higher than water is sun rays. Unless sun rays are there, sun rays evaporate the water from the ocean. You will not get water. So sun rays, higher than sun rays is sky. Right? Then higher than akash is human memory. Right? Higher than human memory is intelligence. Right? Higher than intelligence is jivatma. Higher than jivatma is satyam. You know what is satyam? Sa, ta and ti. Satyam means the personality of Godhead who combines the jiva and the prakriti. In our body, atma is there, and then this material body is there, matter is there. One who brings them together is Satyam, Krishna. Right? So, it is said that yatra nanyat pashyanti, nanyat shrunoti, nanyat vijnati, sa bhumaha. Right? Where one sees nothing, where one hears nothing, where one can understand nothing else, there sa bhumaha. Sa bhumaha means the personality of Godhead is the greatest. He is the greatest. So, one can understand at one point, your mind, stops wanting more. Otherwise, now we are always wanting more and more and more and more. Right? When at one point our mind, our ears and our eyes, become satisfied when we come in contact with God, Krishna. So that the duty of the spiritual master, he gives satisfaction of the mind. How? By helping us absorbing the mind in Krishna consciousness. So Lord Nityananda, by performing these childhood pastimes of doing these dramas, he was teaching all of them how to become absorbed in Krishna consciousness. In the same way, when our mind is absorbed by, all of you must be absorbed, right, in seeing this drama, right? That is why Srila Prabhupada encouraged. doing these dramas of Krishna Leela and Ram Leela and all that, then Prabhupada used to enjoy because our minds become absorbed. In the same way, our minds should become. So this is what Lord Nityananda has done to us, because he himself is absorbed all the time. Nityananda, why he is always happy? Because he is always absorbed in Krishna pastimes, Krishna holy name, like that. And then by taking shelter of Lord Nityananda, our minds also will become absorbed in Krishna. Because Prabhupada said that unless we receive the mercy of Lord Nityananda, we cannot forget our material desires. Unless we forget our material desires, we cannot worship Radha and Krishna. Right? Radha and Krishna. So, like these pastimes are happening. When he is at the age of 12, one traveling mendicant sannyasi, he came. So all the Bhadai Pandit and his wife, they hosted him. They served him very nicely. So they were hearing Krishna Katha from him. Then while going away, both the Bhadai Pandit and Padmavati said, how can we render service to you? Take whatever you want, ask whatever you want. Dasharatha Maharaj also has done that. Dasharatha Maharaj also asked Vishwamitra Muni, whatever you want, you ask. Then Vishwamitra Muni said, send your son Ramchandra with me. Then as soon as he heard Ramchandra has to go, he fainted. Then Vishwamitra Muni became very angry. Said, you are actually talking big things. Whatever you want, you take. When I am asking you to give, then you are doing all this drama. Then he was ready to curse. Then Vasishtha Muni pacified, send him. Like that. So, then that traveling mendicant asked that, please send your son, Nityananda. Now, I want an assistant. As soon as they heard that sentence, immediately both husband and wife, they fainted. And then said, what to do? Because they already promised. Then he asked his wife. Then the wife said, we have to send him. Like that. So because they are so much in love with Lord Nityananda, that after Lord Nityananda left, Ekachakradam, within 3 months, both the husband and wife, they gave up their bodies. Because they could not tolerate separation from Lord Nityananda. So Lord Nityananda, he toured all over India. Another point I am going to make, please note it down, that he toured all over India. Right? When he came to Pandharipur, he met one very great Acharya. His name was Lakshmipati Tirtha. He got initiation from Lakshmipati Tirtha. So he is the Guru Tattva. He is, all the Gurus, they are representative of Lord Nityananda. But Lord Nityananda himself showed that without the getting connected through spiritual master, your life is empty. You cannot progress in spiritual life unless you are guided by a bona fide spiritual master. So then Lakshmipati also initiated before that, Madhavendra Puri. So Madhavendra Puri and Lord Nityananda, they are God brothers. Right? They are God brothers. So I'm going to make one very interesting point, note it down, that Lord Nityananda, he was going all around India. Right? He was completely in knowledge, but he did not preach. He did not preach. Why? Because he didn't get permission from Lord Chaitanya. Right? So even though he was fully in knowledge, so service means not that I will do whatever I want. Right? Service means I should get orders from my spiritual master, like in ISKCON, we should get orders from our temple authorities, our Siksha Guru, or temple president, or whatever, to whomever you are connected, you should get orders from that person, and then not that I want to preach, I want to do whatever I want, I will do this, I will do that. It doesn't work like that. In spiritual life, you must be, you must get connected through spiritual master. So Lord Nityananda was teaching this, that, because he was not preaching, because his mission was preaching Krishna consciousness, but he was not preaching. Then when he went to Vrindavan, it is described that his ecstasy has increased million times. His ecstasy is increased million times more. He became Avadut. What is Avadut? Avadut means he is beyond social norms. There may be some Avaduts in ISKCON. If you find that some devotees behaving abnormally or something, don't judge. We should not judge, advanced devotees, because they don't stick to social norms. They are beyond social norms. I will tell you why Lord Nityananda became Avadut, because he was practicing to become Avadut. You know why? I will tell you. Then when he came to Vrindavan, he was crying, "Where is my Krishna? Where is my Krishna? Where is my Krishna?" Then suddenly he saw one day Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he understood, my Lord has appeared in Navadvip. Now I should go to Navadvip. Right? I should go to Navadvip. Then he went to Navadvip. So he wanted to test whether his Lord will find him out or not. That is why he was hiding in Ishodhyan, Nandanacharya's house. Then Lord Chaitanya said, a very great personality has appeared in Navadvip. He told Srivas Thakur and Haridas Thakur, go and find him, bring him. They went all around and they searched everywhere, but they could not find, because Lord Nityananda, he wanted to test whether Lord Chaitanya will find him or not. Then Lord Chaitanya, he said, okay, come, I will find him. So Lord Chaitanya went, and then there was a tumultuous Harikirtan. They went to performing tumultuous Harikirtan, and then they went to Nandanacharya's house. So first time, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they met. Then their happiness has increased, millions of fold, because when they embraced each other, now the last brothers, they met. So when Lord Nityananda met Lord Chaitanya, he was 32 years old. Then Lord Chaitanya is 20 years old. So now, then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to regard Nityananda as his spiritual master. That's why he wanted to perform Guru Puja, Vyas Puja. Then they said, they arranged, they wanted, wear the garland. Then Lord Nityananda, so be it. Then let us do Aarti. Then he put that garland to Lord Chaitanya. Then let us do Aarti. Then Aarti, Lord Nityananda took the Aarti, and then he started doing, whoever you are, I'm offering. Whoever you are, I'm offering. Like that. He was doing. So why Lord Nityananda became Avaduta, because when he came as younger brother, as Lakshman, Ramchandra made him do so many things which he didn't like. Right? Ramchandra used to bully him. Do this. When Ramchandra told, arrange, Agni Pariksha, Agni Kund, he protested. No, why? Then he was crying. When he told him to, when there was a fight between Karadushan with 14,000 Rakshasas, Ramchandra told, Lakshman, you take Sita and hide in the cave. Lakshman, for 13 years, he didn't use his Dhanushman. He thought, I got a chance to fight now. But Ramchandra was telling, go and hide. He was very angry. But, he could not do because he was the elder brother. Then last, nail in the coffin is when Ramchandra told Lakshman that you go and leave Sita when she was pregnant in the forest. And then he was crying. Then that day he decided that in future incarnations, I will not be younger brother. I will not be younger brother. Then he became Lord Balaram. But bullying, Krishna is very extreme. So he used to bully him also, Balaram also. During Kurukshetra war and all, Lord Balaram did not want. Krishna said no. Then during when Bhima hit Duryodhan above his thighs, Balaram was protesting. Krishna said, no, nothing doing. So Balaram, he thought, even after becoming elder brother, still he is bullying me. So next time, next time I will become Avadut. Then I will disregard. I will do whatever I want. So Lord Nityananda, he said, if he wanted, he used to listen, Lord Chaitanya. If he did not want to listen, well, Lord Chaitanya used to tell Lord Nityananda that, Nityananda, I am actually very highly sophisticated person. I can only deliver scholars like Sarvam Bhattacharya, Rupa Goswami, Prakashan Saraswati. You can deliver all fallen people. You can deliver all fallen people. Please go and preach in Bengal. Don't come to Jagannath Puri every year. Lord Nityananda used to say, yeah. And then he used to come every year. Every year. I will tell you, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur says, anyway, before that, after Lord Chaitanya took sannyas, he wanted to go to Vrindavan. So all of them, they were going from Katwa, they were going towards Vrindavan side. So Lord Nityananda did not want Lord Chaitanya to go to Vrindavan. So he told some of the boys, cowherd boys, if this Baba asks that with the path to Vrindavan, show the path to go to Ganges. So they were asking about it. So Mahaprabhu came to consciousness, and then he said, where is the path? Then they said, this way. So Lord Chaitanya walking towards Jagannath Puri, Bengal, towards Jagannath Puri, Shantipur. So when he saw the Ganges, the Lord Nityananda said, this is Yamuna. Then immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered prayers to Yamuna Devi and they jumped into the river. Then meanwhile, Lord Nityananda sent Chandrasekhar Acharya to Advaita Acharya's Prabhu's house. Then he said, you bring some dry clothes for Lord Chaitanya. Then the Advaita Acharya came. Then Mahaprabhu asked, hey Advaita Prabhu, when did you come to Vrindavan? Advaita Acharya said, wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. Welcome to Shantipur. Then Mahaprabhu protested, hey, this Nityananda has cheated me. Then he said, this is Yamuna. Then Advaita Acharya said, he is not cheated because on the western side, Yamuna flows. On the eastern side, Ganges flows. So you took bath on the western side, so you took bath in Yamuna only. So that way, Lord Nityananda, because Lord Nityananda knows the heart of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is why he brought him to, because Mahaprabhu enjoys the, what is CC? You know what is CC? Can you tell? Abbreviation, CC. Huh? Another abbreviation is there. I will tell you. Chanting and cooperation. Right? Chanting and cooperation. So, by reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can learn how to chant nicely, how to live with devotees. How to live with devotees. In this regard, I want to appreciate Sri Vallabh Prabhu and Radha Gaur Prabhu. I see in Damodar Desh and Sham Desh. I lived in Sham Desh in some devotee's house. They were so nice and they are so loving. and caring, and yes, these two personalities, they have developed such, all of you, such wonderful congregation, so loving, and I see all the families, they are so friendly with each other, so nice to each other. I never seen this kind of congregation in anywhere, even in Mumbai. So, so this is actually CC, very, all of you, I appreciate that so lovingly all of you stay together. Wonderful preaching is being done. That I felt like I am living in my home, like like that. So Advaitacharya arranged some feast prasadam. There is a long pastime. There is no time. Lord Nityananda, Mahaprabhu said, I cannot eat so much prasad. I am a sannyasi. Advaitacharya said, don't fool us. You eat 56 times in Jagannath Puri. This is nothing for you. Like that. But Lord Nityananda was saying, I was fasting 3 days and 3 nights. This food that you are serving, it is just few grains. I cannot fill my belly. Then Advaitacharya said, we are poor grahasthas, you are avaduta. Whatever we give, you will be satisfied. Don't make issue here. Like that, they were having some kalaha. Then Lord Nityananda said, what is this you are serving? Then he took some rice and then he threw on Advaitacharya. Then Advaitacharya started dancing in ecstasy. Because the food touched by Lord Nityananda, touched Advaitacharya, like that. So they held festival, and they developed a plan how to preach Krishna consciousness all over the world in Shantipur. There is one temple, all of you must have gone. So Shantipur, there was a pujari. That pujari was narrating one story that in 1964-65, one gentleman used to come to Shantipur and sit and chant and then cry and cry and cry. Then that gentleman did not come for some time. And after some time, he came. That day when he came, he was crying more and more and more, and he was chanting. Then that pujari, first time he spoke to this gentleman, that why you are crying so much today? You didn't come for a long time. I saw you for a long time. But whenever you come, you cry and chant. That now you crying more. Why? Then you came after a long time. Then that gentleman was none other than our Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada said, my spiritual master, he ordered this fool that, I should go to the Western world and preach Krishna consciousness. But I am unqualified. Because this Shantipur, this house, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda and Advaitacharya sat together. They held Shantipur Kirtan festival, and they have made plans, they made plans how to preach Krishna consciousness. So in order to receive the mercy of these 3 great personalities, I was coming and crying and chanting. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, my ship is going to America. So I will not be coming for some time. So that's why I came to take leave and take blessings from Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya and Sri Advaitacharya. Like that. So that's how, the preaching, Prabhupada took the blessings like that. One more incident, when Lord Nityananda, they were all going to Jagannath Puri. Near Jagannath Puri, when they reached, Lord Nityananda thought, my Lord is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why should he carry danda, sannyas danda? That too, he took sannyas from Mayavadi, Ekadanda sannyas. So he did not like. Then Lord Chaitanya, he gave danda to Lord Nityananda to take care. Lord Nityananda broke that danda, then threw it in the river. Right? So when you go to Jagannath Puri, definitely you take bath in that river. It is called Dandavanga Nadi. Right? Anybody took bath? Dandavanga Nadi. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur says that anybody who understands this pastime, why Lord Nityananda broke this danda, they will definitely get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, because there is a great secret behind why Lord Nityananda broke danda and then threw it. When Lord Chaitanya asked, "Where is my danda?" Then he said, "You are chanting and dancing in ecstasy. You fell on that danda. Then that danda broke. I don't know where it is." Then Lord Chaitanya apparently was angry with Lord Nityananda. He said, "My only property was this danda, sannyas danda. That also you could not take care. I will not come with you. I will go alone. You come behind." So Lord Chaitanya went ahead. Like this, Lord Nityananda, he would understand the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then accordingly he would do the Leela, because sometimes apparently he was disobeying Lord Chaitanya, but he understands the mind of Lord Chaitanya. So this, I will tell one more. I should close it? Huh? So, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is mentioned that one who has faith in Lord Chaitanya, but one who doesn't have enough faith in Lord Nityananda, he is a demon. Right? He's a demon. So once Lord Chaitanya, he was actually telling to Srivas Thakur that you are belong to a very great Brahmin family. Why are you hosting this madman, the Nityananda, Avaduta? We don't know where from he came. We don't know what is his gotra. We don't know what is his caste. And he's doing all kinds of crazy things. So why are you hosting him? Then Srivas Thakur cried loudly that, "Mahaprabhu, this is very unfair on you, that you are testing me, my faith in Lord Nityananda." Then he said, "Even if I see Lord Nityananda coming from out of a bar and restaurant, still I will worship him. I will not lose faith in him." Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Srivas Thakur. "Hey Srivas, you have so much faith in my Lord Nityananda. Today you have purchased me. A day may come that Lakshmi Devi may have to beg, but that day will never come to you. You will always, you have purchased me today." Like that, Lord, like that. So there is one devotee, actually, Brahmananda Prabhu, one day he came to Prabhupada. Then he said, "Prabhupada," that time they used to call Swamiji. "Swamiji, I have a question." He said, "What?" He passed BA degree from New York University. "Prabhupada, Swamiji, I have got a BA degree. I got a job in New York University as a teacher. So I am thinking whether I should join full-time in Hare Krishna or I should do the job." Then Prabhupada's eyes became very wide, it seems. Then he said, "You got a job? You got a job?" Then Prabhupada said, "After Brahmananda got a job, my financial problems are over." Because Brahmananda Prabhu used to give all his salary to Prabhupada. $600. Prabhupada, when there was a discussion that who will become first temple president of ISKCON, New York, that 22nd Avenue, matchless gift. Because devotees are increasing. Prabhupada said, we should have some temple president, treasurer and all that. Then Prabhupada, they were discussing Kirtananda Swami should, that time Prabhu, he should become temple president. Because he was very active and all. No, Prabhupada said no. Because Brahmananda is bringing most money, he should become temple president. He became. So Brahmananda Prabhu is the first temple president of ISKCON, center, like that. Then later on, when they were getting initiated, actually, he told his mother was there. He said, "Mr. Shroff, you should give some donation." Then she said, "I already gave to my sons as donation. You want more?" Prabhupada said, yeah, you are correct. Actually, Brahmananda Prabhu's father was a very rich man. Brahmananda Prabhu got a inheritance. He brought all the money and gave it to Prabhupada. And then that time Prabhupada was making, he was adjusting books, Bhagavatam sets in his shelf. Then he was looking at, because in ISKCON, when somebody gives donation, we give big frames and then gifts, membership card, all that stuff. So Brahmananda Prabhu thought, he said, Swamiji, I don't have Bhagavatam set. That time three volume set. He said, $17.5. But Swamiji, just now I gave all my inheritance to you. Prabhupada said, that is different. If you want, I will give you, I can give you installments. Prabhupada, usually he is very elderly man, and we don't have, they have this culture of hugging, right? But spiritual master, they don't hug their disciples and all that. But when Prabhupada, he was there, when he heard that they were preaching in Pakistan, then Prabhupada immediately called back, and then Prabhupada was very worried. At that time, Prabhupada was in Bombay temple, So Brahmananda Prabhu came to meet Prabhupada. Prabhupada got up, and then he went, rushed towards Brahmananda Prabhu, and embraced him very tightly. Then Prabhupada told, even if after 10 years, even if Brahmananda becomes drunk and walks in front of 22nd Avenue, Matchless Gift, still is very dear to me. We should not, so Prabhupada, that's why, when he was about to die, they were taking him to Delhi hospital, but Brahmananda Prabhu said, no, I want to die in Vrindavan. I want to die. But they were forcibly taking him. When they took him to the car, at the car, he left his body. Like that. So that is, we should not judge people like that. So Mahaprabhu was very pleased. But this there is one devotee by name Miniketan Ramdas. He was a very great devotee of Lord Nityananda. When Lord Nityananda, this associate Miniketan Ramdas, is such a great devotee of the Lord. When he would look at somebody, he would become a devotee. Then he would cry in ecstasy. However, His Holiness Sridhar Swami Maharaj was saying once that nowadays we struggle to make brahmacharis. At that time, when Prabhupada was there, Prabhupada was there, Prabhupada would look at somebody and then he would come and join. He would come and join. Like that. So, all this Miniketan Ramdas, when he came to visit one devotee, that time Gunarnav Mishra, he was doing arti to the deity. He did not receive properly, because he is a devotee of Lord Chaitanya. And then Miniketan Ramdas, he is a very intimate associate of Lord Nityananda. Then Lord Nityananda, he became very angry and left. Later on, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's brother, he had an issue with Lord Nityananda. And then he is a very great devotee of Lord Chaitanya, but he is not a great devotee of Lord Nityananda. He was not offering proper respect. Then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami chastised his brother very badly, that better, you be an atheist than, just a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, and then neglect Lord Nityananda and his devotees. So after that day he fell down. Lord Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's brother fell down. That day night, Lord Nityananda came in the dream of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Then he had seen Lord Nityananda wearing bluish clothes, very beautiful complexion, golden complexion, lotus eyes. Eyes are like blooming lotus petals. Then wearing a very beautiful pagdi. Then he was carrying one golden danda in his hand. Then he was chanting, Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna. And then he was in great ecstasy, like that. Then he came along with his associates, 12 associates. They were also chanting, Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna. And then the whole room was lighted up. Then Lord Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was seeing, and then Lord Nityananda was directing Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, showing his golden danda, that, hey Krishnadas, don't worry. I am very pleased with you. Go to Vrindavan. all your desires will be fulfilled. That is, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives credit to Lord Nityananda's mercy, that because of the mercy of Lord Nityananda, I got the shelter of Sanatana Goswami, who is Acharya of Bhakti Tattva. I got shelter of Rupa Goswami, who is an Acharya for Rasa Tattva. I got shelter of Swarupa Damodar Goswami. I got shelter of Raghunath Das Goswami, who are authorities on Mahaprabhu's pastimes. Then, by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, I got permission from Radha Madan Mohan. When Prabhupada, anyway, there is no time. Prabhupada says, we should not write books for our name and fame. We should take permission from the spiritual master and Krishna before writing any book, anything about Krishna. Then that's how Chaitanya Charitamrita came. Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj told that you should study Chaitanya Charitamrita 108 times. Right? Then you will get Krishna Prema. You will get Krishna Prema. One day will come that people will learn Bengali to study Chaitanya Charitamrita. Then Prabhupada said, I am making some effort to translate. Like that. All of you know the story how Chaitanya Charitamrita was printed. Like that. So, Nityananda Prabhu is very, very special. By his mercy only, Raghunath Das Goswami got the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Right? By his, Lord Nityananda doesn't reject anybody. Kala Krishna Das, who was assistant to Lord Chaitanya, he was rejected by Lord Chaitanya, but Lord Nityananda did not reject him. He sent him for service. So, one day, by the mercy of Prabhupada said, unless we get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, we cannot get Lord Radha Krishna worship. Unless we get the worship of mercy of Lord Nityananda, we cannot get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Right? And then this spiritual master is representative of Lord Nityananda. So, unless we get the mercy of the spiritual master, we will not get the mercy of Lord Nityananda. So, it is very important to receive the mercy of Lord Nityananda, who is none other than Balaram. Balaram. Prabhupada told to Dhananjay Prabhu that you make dolls of Gaurnitai and sell them. And then people will purchase Gaurnitai dolls. And then when they keep the dolls, their descendants will come. They ask, who are these? What are these dolls? What are these dolls? Then they will say, this Gaurnitai. Just because by keeping Gaurnitai dolls, even if they are not worshipping, they will get, opportunity to worship Krishna one day. Then they will inquire, and then they will come to ISKCON, and they will learn to worship those dolls. Prabhupada told to Dhananjay Prabhu to sell, Prabhupada told, you can sell these dolls of Gaurnitai. Wherever they go, they will get the mercy of, So that is why, Prabhupada, one day Srila Prabhupada was asked by his disciple that, Prabhupada, pure devotees, do they feel anxiety? Prabhupada said, usually they don't feel anxiety, but I have one anxiety. He said, what? Today, what is there in the lunchbox of Krishna? Whether it is Sandesh or Kachori. Then Prabhupada said, the destiny of all Hare Krishna devotees is to join the picnic party of Krishna and Balaram. Hare Krishna. So this is possible only by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. I will finish by saying one very small pastime. Then I will tell you what is the difference between Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, Krishna Balaram and Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. When Krishna went to rescue the son of his spiritual master, he got this Panchajanya Shank. When Panchajanya Shank, then he was informed that his son was in hellish planet, Yamaraj. He went to Yamaloka. He didn't take Balaram. When Lord Krishna, he was standing at the gate of Yamaloka, At the time, all these people who are very, very sinful, they were being punished. And there was ahakar, cries of pain coming from Yamaloka all the time. And then suddenly Krishna went and then he blew the conch. As soon as Krishna blew the conch, all those people, they were being fried in boiling oil, boiling oil. And that oil became like a sandalwood pulp. And all the sinners, they were feeling as if somebody was applying sandalwood pulp. And immediately, from Vaikuntha Loka, golden aeroplanes, they came. They picked up all these sinners from Yamaloka, taken them to Vaikuntha. Taken them to Vaikuntha. That is Krishna's mercy. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur narrated this pastime in one of the commentary in 10th Canto Bhagavatam. Then he says that when Krishna appeared, he released flood of mercy. Whoever came in touch with that water of the flood of mercy, they became liberated. Everybody. That's why once one devotee, one person was boasting that one retired army general, Prabhupada met him in Chandigarh. He said, I fought in Kurukshetra war. Prabhupada said, it is not possible because whoever fought in Kurukshetra war, they all went back to Godhead. Right? That is Krishna's mercy. Ramchandra took everybody from Ayodhya, to Golok, to his Ayodhya planet. But what is the difference between Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda and Krishna and Balaram? Can you tell? Krishna only gave liberation, but Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda gave Krishna Prema. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that people of Satyuga, they are of highest category, no vices at all. They got lowest rasa, that is only Shanta rasa they got in Satyuga. But people of Kali Yuga, they are the lowest class of people. But by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, we can get the highest rasa, Ujjvala rasa. That is possible only by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, His Grace, Rama Rupa Prabhu Ki Jai. Thank you all for patiently staying. Jokingly yesterday, last week or 2 weeks ago, I said,